Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me know if you guys can all hear me. Having a little bit of connection issue with my webcam. Let's see what general chat is saying. We got, yes, it sounds quiet for me. Let me move my microphone a little bit closer. Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Share my screen now. Boom. Am I on the right screen? Yes, I am indeed. All right, we just got the dollar opened. So now dollar's up and running. We got a nice direction from that. Let me turn on my camera. Boom. All right, chat. How's everyone doing today? Once again, bro, the dollar just keeps pushing up higher, and it just doesn't make sense to me because there's so much bearish confluences. I was just looking for it to go down, man. Just need it to go down. So obviously, end of week, we are always looking at a weekly time frame. So it's obviously Thursday, but it's already Asia session. So we're inside of Friday's daily candle. For everybody that doesn't know, we're already trading technically Friday's daily candle. So if you guys are hopping in during Asia session, the market has already closed during New York. And now we are inside of the next day's daily candle. So we're inside of Friday's range. And why is it important to know that? Because when it comes closer to the end of the week, you're looking at where the weekly candle wants to close, right, guys? So that's what we're looking for today. We're looking at where the weekly candle wants to close, and wherever it's going to pull back to, that's where we're looking for an opportunity to hop in and kill it. So let's, right now what I was looking at was the dollar. We are going to gold because it is time to trade, chat. All right, we just took out some liquidity. Let me find out what exactly we're running from right now. This should be a 4-hour bullish gap. That's right, and we've been inside of this 4-hour bullish gap countless times, and we just swept out this low pretty much. If we think about what's much lower than this, we got the daily for value gap all the way down here. And then the weekly candle technically has no wick, but we're pretty much inside of the last day. Unless there's a high impact news tomorrow, which there isn't, I'm not expecting it to go all the way back down. I'm gonna actually be looking for this reversal right here from these lows that we just took out. So let's scale down all the way to the lower time frame and look for a market structure shift towards buy side, because we did just take out a bunch of liquidity, and you guys know when it's 450 we got a macro. So we're trying to get in right about now where it sweeps out this liquidity. We're going to see if we get a new little fair value gap inside of this little range. You can see that we just got a new candle. If we run down with this candle, we're going to form a new 1 minute fair value gap. There you go. Looks like we are going to create a little fair value gap right there. If that fair value gap gets created, we're then going to expect the market to come back up, close above it if we're bullish, and then we're going to take longs. We got 30 seconds. If it goes back up and overlaps with this wick, no new fair value gap is going to form. Let's see. All right, get your accounts ready, guys. Get your accounts ready. Let's kill it. $15 seconds. Okay, nice little liquidity grab. Nice little manipulation leg. And then 5 seconds, we are about to create this fair value gap. So now, right here, 2 seconds left, we have created a fair value gap. So here is this fair value gap. We're going to expect the market to close above it right now. And when it closes above it, that's when we're going to enter longs. Okay, chat? Let's give it some time, though. Might take a little bit of time for it to get up and close above. Can everybody hear me? How's everyone doing today? How we all doing? How we all doing? You guys like my 20 monitor setup? I got the 5-minute time frame on NQ right there. I got the gold chart right there. What's up, everybody? Bad trading day, but still blessed. Come on, man. You got to be grateful for every day. Mark, what prop firm are we using? We're using Legacy Funded Futures, bro. Legacy Funded Futures. Take a look at the name of this Discord server that you're in. I'm needing a new one to get in this trade. Oh, man. You got to go cop an account using code MARK. This is not scripted. God is good. Amen, brother. Mark, what's up, everybody? Stop loss right below the low. We're pushing it, guys. I told you guys, we're pushing it. There you go. We got a wick on this candle as well. Now, just be patient. We're waiting for it to close above. We don't want to see it fill and then go down. I'm not entering a position yet. I'm waiting for it to close above. So as soon as a candle closes above this fair value gap right here, that's going to be a market structure shift after taking out these lows right here internally. And then we also took a bunch of like higher time frame lows to the left. So I'm looking for a reversal. We need a market structure shift though. We need to see the market close above just like this. So we're giving it some time because this right here, what it just did, that's a bearish confluence. We filled up the gap and we're staying below it. So that's obviously indicating that price wants to go down. We need to wait for it to close above the gap. 4 seconds. And then we're going to get a new fair value or new cap. There you go. We close above. All right. I'm hopping in here. That was very fast. Hopping in with 10 micros. Boom. And we are in. All right. Scale down lower time frame. Stop loss is going below the most recent low. Boom. And we're expecting buy side from this IFEG. So that gapped up there. Like genuinely that gapped up there in the last millisecond that this candle had before it closed. So that was very, very fast. And now we just need to see price continue going higher. Because you guys see it closed above already. Now we just need all these candles to pull back, respect this IFEG, and continue going higher from there. So let's see how this candle reacts. Obviously that last one was very abnormal and it literally did it within the last few seconds before it closed. My bias is shorts. Do you think I should keep holding? That's up to you, brother. You have your own strategy. You have your own narrative. You have your own TPs. I'm coming in here expecting more longs from this 4-hour gap. We've been respecting this 4-hour gap for a long time. So why not respect it one more time? You know what I mean? One more time for Asia Sesh. There you go. So even though the previous candle close was pretty bad, we're expanding out. We're expanding out. It's looking nice. There you go. We're inside of the macro still. Remember, Asia session has yet to even start. So we caught a beautiful trade during this macro. And let's see it continue expanding. This is where we place the trade. Stop loss is literally right under that low. And now we just need to see this trade expand up higher. Already floating about $100 right there. Go and break even once we take these highs. All these highs right here, built up highs. Come on. There you go. Come on, push those highs. And we took those highs out. All right, go break even, chat. We're floating about $200 profit right there. Once it's at 400, I'm taking half off the position. You guys know how I trade. I like to go break even. I like to wait for it to run up a little bit more profit, and then I close half of the position, secure a $200 winning day. So I was in with 10 micros, which is about 1 mini. So if you guys are new futures traders, there's 2 different types of charts. There's going to be the regular chart, and then there's going to be regular chart is minis. And then the other chart with the M behind it is going to be micros. 1 mini is equal to 10 micros. So we're about to get a new fair value gap here in 30 seconds as long as we stay above this little. Okay, we filled it. Probably about to take me out. Yeah, we got taken out of break even. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, chat. I'm going to actually wait for a new fair value gap to form. I'm not going to hop in right here because we do not have any more fair value gaps to use. The reason why I hopped in the first time was because we closed above it right there. But now that we took out these highs, the macro is pretty much already done its objective. Macro sweeps out sells and then goes up into the highs. That's what macros do. So all we really needed to aim for was these highs right here. I was just obviously expecting it to go a little bit higher from this 4-hour gap. So we're going to be patient. We're going to wait for another liquidity sweep because I think it's going to go down here again. I genuinely just don't like how it looks. And we're still inside of the macro. Asia session has yet to open up. The macro did its job though. took out sell side, took out buy side. Now we wait for Asia session, we wait for another manipulation, and we can try it one more time with a new fair value gap that forms. Yes, let's go. Where do you see it going? I'm just expecting it to pull outside of this 4-hour gap. So you can see that we have a 4-hour gap right here. We've been respecting it. We have yet to close below this gap. So we're at the bottom again. This is a pretty good spot to go long, especially because we took out 2 previous candles lows. So I like how it looks. I like how it looks. We're going to be waiting for a new fair value gaps to form. Hopefully a new bearish one. I want to see a bearish fair value gap. And I'm not going to be looking to enter off of one of these IFAGs just because that's going to be right when Asia session opens. And you guys know when Asia session opens, we get a new 30-minute candle and we get a new 1-hour candle. So there's going to be a lot of manipulation. I'm actually going to look for another sweep of liquidity before looking for longs, or I'm going to look for a new fair value gap to form towards the downside. Are you trading with a funded or using your own money? I trade with both. I have a live account, but today I'm showing you guys, I always show you guys the executions on the legacy funding funded account. So this is the account I've been on. I've only traded this account so far with the people during Asia live streams. Let's clear up the chart, get rid of that watermark, get rid of the grid. Come on, let's get a new IFG. We tapped into that higher fair value gap, and now we're selling off. Asia session opens in 20 seconds. Let's see how this reacts. About 150 pips earlier. Good job, Sam. Yeah, I do have a YouTube. It's either Full Send Traders. How do you contact legacy support? You can submit a ticket inside of the Discord. What's wrong, brother? Those are both of the YouTube channel names. There you go. We got another sweep of liquidity. We are getting a new fair value gap right here. So if we do run back up here and close above this fair value gap, I'm going to be looking for another long position right there. So let's try this one more time, chat. One more time for the chat. One more time. We got a no-wick candle right there. That's looking pretty beautiful. And dang, gold is melting. Let's keep an eye out on the higher time frame here. If it does continue to melt, you know what it's going for, guys. You know what it's going for. It's going for this daily gap. But I don't want to look for that until we close on the 4-hour time frame. So if we close down here at 7 o'clock in 2 hours and we close below this gap, then I'll be looking for sell side. For now, it's still very bullish. I'm not going to be looking for sell side until we close below this gap. So I do think that it's going to pull back up right now. We just got that new fair value up above. Massive liquidity sweep. And it's going to be very dangerous to catch a trade here without it running, 100 pips and like gapping down lower. So we have to be very precise and we have to make sure that we actually wait for confirmation here. 4581, it's hunting for 4581. You talking about that daily fair value gap or what? 4581. Oh, that previous day low. Yeah, but like I said, it's going to happen once we get confirmation on the 4-hour time frame because this is a 4-hour gap that's going to be holding price up until 7 o'clock. There you go. We're pulling back up. There you go. So if we do get this market structure shift right here, I'm going to look for another trade. It's going to be very difficult to place like the stop loss underneath pretty much the low. But you can see we have 2 fair value gaps here. We have one up top and we have one right here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the trade once it closes above the top one and I'm going to put my stop loss below this candle right here because this is the candle that's going to close above these areas pretty much. And I also want to see it have a wick. Still not the If it sweeps out this candle, that can be another entry opportunity. If it takes out this candle, creates a little wick right now on it. Otherwise, we just got to take the risk that it doesn't come down here. So might have an even tighter stop loss here, just to make sure I don't lose some extra money when it runs down to this no wick. Because these are magnets. Chat, I low-key gotta go. I low-key have to go, chat. I started earlier expecting that I'd have some time today, but I low-key gotta go. I'm going head into a restaurant. So that's my narrative, though. I'm looking for market structure shift, and I'm going to take longs. I don't want to be able to take a trade with you guys if I can't manage it with you guys, tell you what to do, what to adapt. But thank you guys for all tuning in. Just honestly watch it, learn from this price action, okay, guys? Learn from the price action, see how it reacts. If it does indeed close above, tap back in and continue running higher, and respect this 4-hour gap. And then also check at 7 o'clock in 2 hours. In 2 hours when this 4-hour candle closes. If it closes below this big green fair value gap, then it's gonna run down likely, and then we can finally target that daily gap all the way down here, or even the previous day low. But for now, keep going long. Thank you guys for hopping in today. I ain't trading without you. You talk like a market wizard. That's funny, brother. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.